Some know Amar'e Stoudemire as the individual who was integral to the Phoenix Suns' success in the 2000s, but his story goes deeper than that. Born in Lake Wales, Florida, a small city within an hour's drive of Orlando, the six-time All-Star, at first, aspired to become an NFL player and wanted to be a star wide receiver at Miami University. Amar'e didn't pick up a basketball and play organized ball until he was around the age of 14. His early life was also rough going for him, as at an early age, his parents got a divorce. As if this wasn't enough, his father sadly passed away when he was just 12 due to a heart attack. Meanwhile, his mom was in and out of jail for different crimes, ranging from petty theft to forgery. As a result of this, Amar'e had to move between 5 schools during his high school career. At different points of his youth, he stayed with his area coach, Travis King, or with a minister named Bill Williams. After a while, he finally settled in Cypress Creek High School for his last 2 years of high school ball. If all this wasn't enough for the young Amar'e Stoudemire, during his high school years, his mom was involved in a pretty good scandal where she took payments of up to $125,000 during his senior year at Cypress Creek. This violated Florida's High School Athletic Association rules, forbidding athletes from accepting favors or special treatment based on their abilities. Fallout from the payments could have led to Stoudemire being stripped of his 2002 Mr. Basketball Award and Cypress Creek having its 2001 to 2002 basketball records vacated. Beyond this scandal, though, Amar'e impressed in his senior year, averaging 29.1 points, 15 rebounds, 6.1 block shots, and 2.1 steals per game. Among Amar'e's high school honors, he was selected to play at the 2002 McDonald's All-American Game at MSG, where he played with two of his former New York Knicks teammates, Carmelo Anthony and Raymond Felton. Additionally, he was named a 5-star recruit by Scout.com and the number 1 recruit in the nation. Compiling all these accolades, Amar'e made the decision to declare for the NBA draft directly from high school, a rare occurrence for even players of Amar'e's caliber. After declaring for the NBA after high school, Amar'e was drafted by the Phoenix Suns with the 9th pick in the 2002 NBA draft. NBA teams loved Amar'e's size, athleticism, and rebounding knack. But NBA scouts were worried if these skills would actually translate to the NBA. That being said, the Suns are one team who were completely enamored by Amar'e's ability. During his workout with the Suns, former Suns GM Brian Colangelo was quoted saying that Amar'e clearly stood out in the gym as one of the fiercest competitors and athletic young men that I've ever seen. On draft night, the Suns lucked out, as Amar'e fell to number 9, marking the start of Amar'e's NBA career. In Amar'e's first year, he showed out, as he even beat out Yao Ming for the Rookie of the Year award, averaging a solid 13.5 points and 8.8 rebounds per game. Amar'e improved statistically over the next couple of years, as he was even picked to represent the 2004 U.S. Olympic team in Athens, Greece. That being said, Amar'e's career took off when he was paired with point guard Steve Nash in 2004, as their incredible pick-and-roll combo led the Suns to a 62-20 record and a spot in the Western Conference Finals versus the Spurs, where Amar'e averaged an incredible 37 points per game in a 5-game loss to the Spurs. Unfortunately, after that year, in the 2005 to 2006 NBA season, the start of Amar'e's knee problems emerged, as he was forced to miss most of the NBA season because of a microfracture surgery on his left knee. After that year, however, Amar'e's dominance continued, as he was a consistent All-NBA and All-Star caliber player, as he got into 6 All-Star teams and 5 All-NBA teams throughout his career, most during his time with the Phoenix Suns. In fact, in Amar'e's best season with the Suns, he averaged 25 points and 9 rebounds per game for a second in the West Suns team. That being said, as talented as the Suns were, led by Amar'e and Nash, they just couldn't reach the NBA Finals, as they had trouble beating their rival Spurs, who had beaten them in 3 playoff series during their run, and did not get past the great Dallas team in 2005 and the Kobe Bryant-led Lakers in 2009. Amar'e, who was an unrestricted free agent back in 2010, decided to take his talent to the Mecca of basketball and play under his former coach, Mike D'Antoni. He signed with the Knicks for a 5-year, $99.7 million contract, one of the largest in the NBA back then. That season, Amar'e had arguably his best year of his NBA career, leading a Knicks team while averaging 25.3 points, 9.1 rebounds, and a career-high 2.6 assists and 2 blocks per game. Additionally, Amar'e was voted on as an All-Star starter and got placed on the All-NBA second team later that year. The Knicks, meanwhile, had some light in their franchise, as they traded for Carmelo Anthony to pair with Amar'e Stoudemire, as this showed great promise down the line. In the 2011 NBA lockout season, Amar'e had a rough start to the season, but eventually gained back a bit of his steam, as he ended the year with averages of 17.5 points and 7.8 rebounds per game. In March, however, Stoudemire suffered a bulging disc in his back, which resulted in the Knicks dropping a few games, which paired them with the second seed Miami Heat in the first round. In Game 2 of the series, after a loss to the dominant Heat team, Amar'e punched a fire extinguisher box in the Heat's locker room, causing him to miss Game 3 and hindered his Game 4 and Game 5 performances in the series as well. This incident was widespread across the media, as the Miami Heat announcers even made jokes about Amar'e being extinguished after he's fouled out from a game later that series. After the 2011 NBA season, Amar'e's injuries would continue to plague the rest of his NBA career. In 2012, Amar'e struggled with knee injuries, as he only made his first appearance that year in the middle of January. The next year, Amar'e only played 29 games due to a right knee injury. In 2013 and 14, however, Amar'e bounced back from his injuries, as he played a solid 68 games in 2013, playing alongside Tyson Chandler or being his backup for certain matchups. Eventually, in the 2014 to 2015 season, this ended up being Amar'e's last year for the Knicks, as he was waived by them in February, ending a rather up-and-down tenure with the Knicks. That season, he was signed by the Dallas Mavericks for the remainder of the year, as he subsequently averaged 10.3 points and 3.7 rebounds for the rest of the year. The next year, he was signed by the Miami Heat, looking to revitalize his career. While that didn't happen, Amar'e did find some success for the Heat in stretches, as he started for them in some games during Hassan Whiteside's injury. After his NBA career was over, Amar'e, who has Hebrew roots, signed for Hapoel Jerusalem, where he played for them for a season. Later, Amar'e signed for the Fujian Citizens in China, and he currently plays for Maccabi Tel Aviv in Israel. Overall, Amar'e will be known for being one of the best big man and pick-and-roll threats during his tenure with the Phoenix Suns, and potentially has a chance to make it into the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame down the line. Thank you for listening to Hoops World. If you liked this video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment on what you thought about Amar'e's career.